So when we watch a good golf swing, we see something that's powerful, repeatable, and hits great shot after great shot. But unfortunately, you might think of your golf swing as something that's not even stylish looking and definitely not effective. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how we simplify the backswing to get that club in a good position for you, to give yourself the best chance of making that downswing that's going to hit the ball in the direction you want with as much power as you can generate. So the first thing I would say is I think a lot of golfers are too bothered about style rather than function. So I think it is important that a golf swing works great, and I'm a little less bothered about how well it actually looks or how nice it looks. But I do see golfers really struggle with the takeaway and the backswing, and then as a result we see overcompensations on the way down. So let's talk about initially what we see as maybe the biggest issue in a golf takeaway. So what we'll see with a lot of golfers that set up pretty well to the golf ball is they'll tend to whip the club on the inside, get the hands very low, and then on the way down they throw the hands out, and obviously then that club's cutting across the golf ball, and the shot we tend to see is a poor strike, that curve from left to right. And we can see there, path 9 degrees out to in, club face 11 degrees open, and for a quick club head speed, very little carry. Now I know you might be thinking, Ali, you've been watching my golf swing. Well, that's the majority of golfers. Now very occasionally what we see with golfers is that they set up to the golf ball and they kind of do the opposite. So they've been working really hard on trying to keep the club outside the hands. So we tend to see that happen. Then they drop the club way on the inside. They tend to be that golfer that struggles with strike, gets that one shape into the left, and neither of them are particularly nice. So I think for me, lots of golfers talk about lots of different positions they try and hit in the swing. And I think it's difficult because the golf swing happens very quickly. So golfers get told about, feeling as they move the club away, push the handle down, and that'll keep the hands outside. Then they want to feel that that arm folds on the way back. Then they want to feel that left shoulder goes down. And already there's too many things for me there. So I think a great way of thinking about your golf swing as a whole, but the backswing particularly, is it is just a blend between lifting our arms and turning our shoulders. And technically turning is not quite the right term. When I feel almost, instead of just turning the shoulders and the body, we're going to put some tilt into it. So I would say most golfers initially have too much turn and then they're trying to compensate. And that second one was too much lifting and then dropping it. So I think a great little exercise to feel top of the backswing would be set up, and then from there literally just lift the club up in front so that the hands are about opposite your sternum, and then literally just tilt that left shoulder down. And we can see at the top of the backswing now that club face is pretty good, my left wrist's good, my right elbow's folded a little bit, and then I could swing down from there. So I would say initially, and I want you to work through the video with me today, is we want to feel hands up to about sternum height, tilt that left shoulder down, and then swing. And once you've done a few practice swings, I almost want you to feel that you do that drill. So hands up, tilt, and that felt nice. And we can see straight away there some nice club head speed. Club face 3 degrees open, path 1 degree out to in, but very neutral delivery, and a good shot 153 yards. Now, obviously what we don't want to do when we're playing golf is feel that it's breaking it into sections. But I think if you can rehearse that a few times, and like I said, I don't even mind you hitting balls doing that. If you can get there, hands to sternum height, left shoulder down, and that one felt again nice and solid, very neutral delivery and a very straight shot. So you might be very fortunate and literally just doing that drill might give you the exact feel you need, and then you might be able to reproduce that at full speed, marrying up that balance between lifting and tilting, doing it all in one go, and hitting lots and lots of high quality shots like that. But let's say you're one of those golfers from early on. So we're going to tackle the most common one first of all. So those golfers who really get the club working in behind you. So we might argue that yes, you need a little bit more tilt in the body, but actually what you need to feel is just much more of the lifting feel. So if you're somebody who really gets the club in behind very quickly, all I want you to focus on is as your body turns, you're going to feel that you just lift the hands. So you can see there, much different position to being down here. And straight away, we want to incorporate, let that body turn, just lift the arms. And again, maybe hit one, not quite at full speed to begin with. So we've got set, just lift the arms. And straight away, we can see a much straighter shot. And the biggest key for most golfers when they see me face to face is they talk about, I need to be more consistent. Well, my thing as a coach is once you know what you need to work on, you need to be really consistent in what you try and do, not hit 2 or 3 and think, what's the next thing? So if you are that golfer who is in and over the top, you're just going to really focus on that backswing, let the body do what it does normally, but we're going to let those arms lift. And even though that one was a little bit thin, we can still see very, very straight. Now, if you're that golfer who is obsessed with keeping the club outside the hands, you might find for you that as you do that, there's just no body rotation. So it's all arms and then you putting that in. So we want you to feel that as the arms lift, you're going to tilt that left shoulder down. And again, that's going to get you in a much better position at the top. Then you can make shoulder down, and then you can set into the golf ball, make that swing, and once again that lovely, lovely straight shot comes out. And I'll be the first coach to say that, look, just because we get good at the top of the backswing doesn't guarantee a good shot. But if we're into a very, very out of position backswing, you have to compensate on the way down to get that good shot, and it is really, really difficult. So never video every single swing, but if you video your swing down the line and you notice that you're somebody that gets in here and does this, we want you to just let the body do what it does, lift those arms. If you're the golfer who does that and the body doesn't rotate, we want you to get that left shoulder down, the body will turn more, and again, we get into a similar place at the top. So find what you need, really, really commit to that, and then if you can stand up, focus on what you need to do, and execute on what you need, you're going to hit more shots like that. Really start enjoying your golf and taking your game to a whole nother level.